Hello and welcome everyone to this week's episode of Mondays in Exandria, Adventure in Iman. We are back, we are here, we are excited. Unfortunately, Shiny Pilot is probably not going to be joining us tonight. I mean, it's a possibility, but it's just a very slim possibility. So we will look forward to having them back with us next week. Lindy, will be playing Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwaddle, Hossenpfeffer the Fourth, of the Haversham Hossenpfeffers. Obviously a nobleman. And an amazing warlock. We also have D20 Coup de Grace with us tonight. How are you doing, man?
Yes, that's me. Hi, I will be playing Harlan Flipcloak. He's a divination wizard, and he's a hobgoblin, and he's quite perturbed with the situation we have going on here with this construct.
Yes, it's quite a troubling matter. Speaking of troubled, we have heartbroken Nugatosaurus with us this week. How are you?
So heartbroken. Just, I can't handle it.
Yeah. Traumatized even.
Yeah, exactly.
So my apologies.
Hi, my name is Nugatosaurus. I play Hal, the shifter fighter, who is tired of having cliffhangers. So stop it. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to do this.
I don't have any control over Monday's cliffhangers, so
that's fair.
We also have producer Trav with us this week. How you doing?
I'm Skippy the Chimp. This is going to sound crazy, but I think I'm a zebra. I'm playing Ambara Vanastra, the Divine Soul Sorceress. And I'm just so happy to be here, everybody, on the match game. Here's Charles Nelson Riley and all your favorites. Let's get it on.
Sure. We also have our fantastic DM, Deception Check.
How the hell am I supposed to follow that? Okay, welcome to Mondays in Exandria. I'm Deception Check. I could say I'm playing the part of Lamont Quinlan this evening since he didn't really say he was playing Lamont, but that's where we're going this evening. So we'll just see how it goes. I'm mostly prepared, unless they do what they normally do and go to the places I'm not prepared. And then I'm not. So it doesn't matter. It's all about seat of the pants. I'm the only one that knows what's going on. Who's going to tell them? But last week, we left our heroes where they have discovered that the Nimblewright in question had been created by a Nimblewright itself. And it escaped the House of Inspired Hands and has disappeared weeks ago. But because of their discovery and because the Temple of the Allhammer, the House of Inspired Hands, cannot have a creation such as this running free in the city of Amon, they have tasked our heroes at finding this creature and destroying it, and offered 500 gold pieces as a reward. I mean, 500 is pretty good.
Yes.
Some players might have other ideas for the Nimblewright, but I don't know. We'll see how things go. So they have a detector. They're stepping out of the House of Inspired Hands, out into the damp streets of Amon as the sun is broken through, and just the mugginess that comes after morning rain when the sun is shining down on you in the early afternoon. We find Hal, Lamont, Wendell, Harlan, and Igor standing in front of the House of Inspired Hands.
Who has the detector?
I believe Wendell took it.
Yeah, I think he was doing the talking. But he has it. Yes. This is a thing. And she turned it on for us. So
Yes, she showed you how to turn it on. There's a switch along the side.
Yes.
It's a brass contraption. It's like a tube with bells and whistles coming off of it. It arcs up and has a little umbrella, pink and white on the top. She said that the umbrella will spin when you're looking for it, and it will stop and point once it finds one, and it will point in that direction, and you know that there is a Nimblewright of some sort within 500 feet. So you just must walk around the city and watch the top spin until it stops.
This sounds very
It's spinning now.
Yes, because there's one right behind find us in the tower. Do you think we should get a cab and just ride along all the streets until we find it? Seems very tedious.
Hmm.
Wouldn't that be expensive?
But think about all the walking.
Yeah, sounds great.
Ugh.
Could move faster leaping from rooftop to rooftop.
But then you could drop it and it could break.
I'm not going on any fucking rooftops.
Yes, you might fall off.
Or, get
Get kicked
Fucking-
off.
punted off one, sure.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Same.
Yeah, so do I.
I want to see. Can I figure out how this thing works?
The actual detector?
Yeah.
Sure, you could take a look at it. Are you going to try and take it apart?
No.
All right. Well, Wendell's holding on to it, so you'll have to ask
Okay.
him,
Of
or
course,
you just want to,
my friend
or
Harlan.
you just want to investigate it in his hands.
Can I hold on to that for just a moment?
Oh yes, you're a very responsible individual who doesn't break things here.
Yeah. Then I'll kind of look at it. I just kind of want to see, like through what mechanism does it track these Nimblewrights? Nimble. Right.
I know.
Okay. You can make an investigation check to look and see if there's a mechanical reason why it does it, or you can make an arcana check to see if there's a magical reason in which it does it.
Well, they're both the same. Let's go with investigation.
Okay. With a 15, you look like it's a combination of mechanical and arcana, mechanical and magical means by which it tracks. There is a field that creates a small magical field within the mechanism, which then uses a detect magic casting, but it's specific to materials you believe that Nimblewrights are made from, because you don't see these things happen every day. So it must require a particular type of material. And so this specific use of detect magic, which goes well beyond the range of a normal spell that you know yourself, looks for these materials and then homes in on it.
Well, I'll hand it back to Wendell, and I'll say I was hoping that perhaps I could duplicate it, but it does seem a bit. It seems like it would take too long.
How complicated is it? Well, that's no matter. I suppose we should start walking. Which direction through the sewers did it flee? How?
Towards the center of the city. So
Right.
Abdar's
We know it's probably not south of or east of the inn. So maybe we should start near Abdar's Folly?
Isn't that where we were when we went into the sewers?
Or by our inn?
I thought it was towards the Cloud District that it went.
You do know that the sewers, if you look at the map, we have an icon where Grayskull Shadow Inn is. It was running in the piping that goes directly towards the Cloud Top District. So that would be a northeast angle, but it's entering, like once it gets past the main walls, the entire sewer system branches out. And so anyone exiting that area could go anywhere in the city relatively quickly.
Ooh, where was the cult meeting? Were they meeting at Abdar's Promenade?
Oh, you mean the Brass Bottom?
Yeah.
That was in Abdar's Promenade
Perhaps we
at
should-
Abdar's Folly. Inn.
Yes, perhaps we should start at that vicinity, since their cult was meeting there, and that is the direction that they fled from Mr. Siffer's house, the other clockwork mechanisms. I'm going to go under the assumption that they're all working together, that perhaps it was like it fled into the city and these other mechanically inclined people persuaded it to their side. It
We can
did-
get a funnel cake.
Yes, a falafel vendor.
I suppose we have no better lead but
Yes.
to assume that these situations are to working together, that these organizations are working together, might be premature.
Might be, but he did murder the person who was Sif's friend, who is looking for our help. And also, the people who will also make clockwork machinations were looking to interrogate Mr. Siffer for his knowledge that he doesn't have.
There are many connections here.
I see a lot of just interconnecting threads, perhaps. As the DM shakes his head.
As I said, the one direction I did not think you would go, first place we go.
It's our best lead.
Okay. So you leave the House of Inspired Hands.
I mean, it's that or Mr. Siffer's house.
Move into Abdar's Promenade. Now, it won't be seen on stream because of copyright issues and whatnot, but we'll be using the map some so I can see exactly where you're looking and let you know whether or not you start getting pings, because it is a 500-foot range on the detector, and the map is set for the correct distances.
All right.
Pretty much the size of the arrow, 50 feet.
Size of the token is 500 feet, so
pretty much.
Guess we're gonna go through the road.
All right. So as you leave the House of Inspired Hands, you see that the umbrella is pointing back. It basically rotates and keeps pointing towards the House of Inspired Hands until you go beyond the 500 feet away, and then it just starts spinning.
I was a Nimblewright murderer. I'd hide amongst other Nimblewrights.
Well, there are other Nimblewrights then.
Well, there was one back there.
Well, yes, but we didn't see another.
Yes, but I would also be hidden.
Well, you're not a Nimblewright.
That's true. I'm not sure how they think.
Right, I mean, so you make your... Oh, go ahead, Al.
Well, no, I was just saying, do they really think?
I can see the cogs turning.
Sure.
Can I speak telepathically to Hal?
Any of us think.
Can I speak telepathically to Hal?
Of course you can.
She can't stop you, so...
Yeah.
I say telepathically to Hal. You know, it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
Sure.
He says that you notice just the sweat building up from just the mugginess.
Yep.
It's the first real warm day you've had in a while.
That's Mon. It's always like this. Well, starting now, it's always like this.
Muggy.
It's the summer.
I'm not a bad guy, you know.
I never said you were.
I think I'm just pretty... I have trouble understanding why the world isn't the way I want it to be.
That's fair.
I appreciate you helping me die that time. That was like the nicest thing anybody's done for me since I woke up in the Blue Pyramid.
Yeah. Anytime, I guess.
Just remember, we were kind of cross with each other and
like 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't move the token. You guys keep talking.
Oh no.
But, yeah. So you want to get a sandwich or something after we find this nibble wrong, whatever thingy?
Yeah. Sandwich sounds great. But so Hal's talking out loud because I don't think it goes both ways. And Hal's not telepathic.
I just side-eye Lamont because I know he's telepathic and I'm not talking to Hal. So,
I get it because that's seeing, someone that you've been hanging out with for a while kill you is it's kind of fucked up. But maybe next time don't yell at me for it, right off the bat.
Yeah, I think that I got kind of freaked out by what I saw, and
Yeah, and then like I got freaked out by you telling me that I was gonna kill you. So
yeah, and we don't know for sure that that's going to happen necessarily.
I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure it doesn't.
Well, and that's much appreciated, because I've got some things I'd like to do before somebody kills me again. So that's
Same.
good.
Same.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me if you see any funnel cakes or anything.
I'll keep an eye out.
All right. You've made it into Abdar's Promenade now, and it's getting busy. The rain has slowed down, so most of the city is shopping, merchants around. It's a very busy place. You start making it towards Abdar's Folly, the large leaning statue that has just been an annoyance to the people here, but it's become a tourist trap. And as you get within 500 feet, the umbrella starts pointing towards the Abdar's Folly Inn.
By Jove, they've taken back over their cultish headquarters.
I mean, are you surprised? We didn't like destroy it or anything.
We didn't.
We just raided it and
I was
left.
thinking about visiting, but there's that awful peasant blood magic down there.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh.
I'm a bit surprised. Did not take us long. This is
Maybe
quite-
there's one of the parade ones.
It could be.
Oh yes, I suppose we'll have to see if it's a rogue Nimblewright or not. We shouldn't just go busting all of the contraptions.
How
Yep.
will we know a rogue Nimblewright when we see one?
I think it'll try to run compared to
And
the others.
There was sparrow at my head.
What if an innocent Nimblewright tries to run?
But didn't you say they were only programmed for one purpose?
Yeah, the rest of them, aside from the one that we met
Yes,
and the one he made, they're all pretty dumb.
docile.
All right, well.
I'm making assumptions. I have no fucking idea.
I'm just
Where's
going
it
off what
pointing?
the lady said.
Lead the way, Wendell.
You've got the
Certainly.
feeling.
I'll lead the way into the inn.
Okay. You head over to the inn,
Yes.
and you see that the door is closed.
Oh,
There's a sign on the front
oh dear.
saying closed for repairs.
Oops.
Emarina, no.
Well, I guess we'll have to come back later.
Let's just do a circle around the building. Just to see if it's inside or if it's, it could just be a building behind this building.
I mean,
What's the matter, Harlan? You're not down for a little B&E?
of course not.
A little larceny?
No.
Breaking and entering and larceny.
Perhaps
I'm
we
always
should
down
try-
for both of those.
I'm going to knock on the door.
Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna start walking around the back.
Okay. Lamont goes around the back. Harlan goes to the door. Wendell, Hal, what are you doing?
Okay, so how what am I trying to say? When was the last time it looked like someone was here?
Okay, y'all need an investigation or maybe a survival check, whichever one is better for you.
I will go with survival because I have a
Okay.
+1, not a -1.
No.
4. It's hard to say. It seems like a lot of people have walked around this area. Maybe it really is under repair, and there's a lot of footprints out front. You can't tell. Some look old, some look new. It's real difficult.
And there doesn't look to be like there's any construction on the outside.
No, does not look to be any repair work or anything being done on the outside.
Okay, then I'm just gonna wait for Harlan to knock.
Okay, Harlan's knocking. Lamont does a 6 for investigation. He sees nothing along the sides of the building, and has not found a rear entrance yet. Wendell?
Wendell is going to go with Lamont. He's gonna quickly walk though. Like he's not with Lamont. He wants to do the circle around the building just to see if the umbrella points it towards the inside of the building the whole time, or if it deviates. Because it could literally 500 feet's pretty big. It could be any of these buildings in this line. So
Okay. As you walk around, it seems like it's still pointing
towards inside the inn.
right.
Okay, he'll come back around the front. It's definitely pointing inside the inn.
All right. So Harlan, you knock.
Mhm.
You wait for a minute. You hear footsteps.
Okay.
The door slowly opens outwards, and a woman's head pops out.
Is it Emarina or Amarina?
Very happy. Looks just like the bartender you saw before.
Emarina? I have her
It's
name written
Emarina.
down. Good.
Yes.
'Cause-
Hello. You saw the sign, right? We're closed for repair. Oh, I
yes.
recognize you. You're the one that had that little
Yes.
tryst in the bathroom. Talking to Harlan.
Oh,
With the creepy, smelly guy.
oh yes, you remember that. Wonderful.
How could she forget?
Anyways,
What can I do you for? You're everything okay?
we are not here for libations.
Oh,
We
then what are you here for?
I'm here to see you. And Wendell's gonna lean in.
Oh, why, hello there. I've been wondering where you've been. I thought I was going to see you more. I think the girl thinks that she maybe didn't quite catch her eye.
Oh, of course not. Unfortunately, did you hear about that airship crashing not too long ago?
It's on everyone's tongues.
Crashed right in front of, nearly on top of the inn that I'm partial owner of. So, very busy.
Oh, you're partial owner of an inn.
Yes.
Oh, that's why you don't need me anymore, huh?
Oh, good heavens, no. No one wants to patronize their own inn.
Right. I've heard it all the time. It's not the first bar I've worked in, and I wasn't born yesterday. But why are you here? Hello. How are you?
Great. Hey, we're looking for a construct.
And that might be.
A Nimblewright, like the parade thingies.
Oh, there's little parade mechanical things.
Yeah, we have reason to believe that there might be one here.
Oh. I don't know of one, but if you'd like to come in and take a look around, no one's been back really. Well, some of those gold cloak people came back.
Oh, yes.
They caused a bit of a
basement.
stink when I wouldn't let them go down into their little private playroom after you told me what was going on.
Yes,
And they kind of broke
dreadful
up the bar inside a little bit.
How
So-
tragic.
Oh, snap.
That's what we're repairing.
Oh, terrible, man.
You know where they came from?
In through the door?
I certainly hope they didn't cause you too much trouble. Left you alone.
I can hold my own.
Do you mind if we come in? I mean, you said it was. Can we come in and take a look around? Maybe go down there and see if there's anything going on. Can I inside check her?
Sure.
I believe every word she says, 'cause she's pretty.
Motherfuck.
You know, you can't tell. She's hard to read. You know, maybe she's lying, maybe she's not.
Well, I
Eh.
guess-
Okay, fine.
Harlan, same thing.
Mhm.
You
Yes.
know, your detective, your wizard instincts are really not helping you here.
Undeceivable.
Yes, inconceivable.
Undeceivable.
All right, so she looks over. She goes, "Well, you know, I'd be more than happy to let you come in if I can get a guaranteed date with this fine man right here. But you know, if you're going to stand me up again, I'm going to have
good
to say
heavens,
no."
no. Let's set a date. And he pulls out his day planner. When are you free?
I mean, I'm not working nights now. I mean, they got a couple more days before the bar's fixed.
Right. Tonight, then.
Well, sure. I mean, if it's a little short notice,
If you'd
If you'd
prefer,
like.
we could do tomorrow or the day after.
then
Whenever
what's
it's
best for you?
Jinx.
Oh.
Paula just walks inside.
Uh-huh.
Bitch, Coke, you owe me a Coke.
Let's say tomorrow evening. That'll give us both some time to get ready. The Tower of Inspired Hands really wants us to find this Nimblewright, and
All right. If you say so,
hate to be late.
I'll have to wait with bated breath for entertainment of a fine gentleman.
Can I please come around the side of the building right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I can probably jimmy a window or, just outright smash it. Oh, hi.
Hello? You weren't thinking about smashing my windows, were you?
No, I was talking about this one right here. It's got candy in it. This building here next to yours.
Verrigan's shop.
Yeah.
He's a good man, that Verrigan. You're not going to break his shop either, are you? I mean, have you turned to a life of crime there? I mean, Mr. all snazzy dressed in black.
No, Verrigan and I go way back, and I test his security, every quarterly, He's like, hey, try to break in because he's super into his security. So, you know how it is. Anyway, are we going in? We're going to go into the thing?
Going inside.
Now, you guys know the way, right?
Of course, unless you'd like to show us.
Oh, no. I haven't gone down there since you told me what was happening.
All right. We'll take care of the matter then.
I heard something about a pleasure room, and I did not want to see that.
You don't. You really, really don't.
Are you talking about when I got fisted?
You really, really
Yes.
She turns and walks inside. It just goes inside.
Oh, my God.
Fisted
All right.
Pleasure Dome.
So the place looks about the same. There are tables that have been damaged. The bar seems to have been burnt in in
Oh,
half
good
of the bar, and
heavens.
she's been working on trying to work out some of the burnt area. But you know your way through the storeroom,
Mm-hmm.
down through the ladder into the main room with 3 doors.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the door that's ajar is the one that heads off into this very small, 5 foot tall.
Is that where the umbrella's pointing?
Yes, as you go down, it's
Okay.
pointing in generally the same direction. It doesn't point directly down the hall. It kind of points off to the side, so you think it might be in one of the rooms.
One of the
in
rooms. Yeah, we're
yeah.
familiar. Yes. I'll throw up some dancing lights that we
Okay.
can see. Kind of send them ahead so we can see if anything's moving.
All right.
Because I know a lot of us are humans or don't have dark vision. So, at least some of us don't.
So about as the lights from behind you start lightening the area less, you throw up the dancing lights and give you a little bit better
Mm-hmm.
vision. You
Yes.
come to the main door to what was the brass bottom
Mm-hmm.
weeks ago.
Does it look like it's been visited since we last were here?
No, there seems to be a layer of dust on things. It doesn't seem.
And nothing's disturbed?
No,
That's odd.
not that you can tell.
You would
Unless
think
you'd
that-
like to give me a more close examination with an
Sure!
investigation.
I have a +0 to that. That's not D10, that's
oh.
Witcher.
Oh,
Let's go
Harlan's
D20.
helping.
Okay,
That's an advantage.
alright. Oh, I will cast guidance upon myself.
All right, I'll allow it.
Okay, well, it's not a nat 1. Thank you, Harlan.
That's
I
good.
do need to roll a D4, though. 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay. With the 16, you are very confident that it looks like no one has entered this space
Mhm.
since your group left it.
Interesting.
Question.
Yes.
Is this where that orb was?
Yeah.
Or is that
Yes, it is.
or is that through the doors? Because if I remember correctly, we went down.
There's the
Mhm.
But then
before
there
you're
were
first. Yeah, because there's the bathroom off of it.
Okay, you had when you first came in. This is a place you've already passed. You came in and there were 3 stone doors.
Mhm.
One
Yeah.
had wine. One was locked that gave you a curse or shocked you really badly.
Yeah.
That was the first of many shocks that night. And then the one on the left was a passageway. And the passageway takes you down to the brass bottom, which was behind another door. And then you open up into several rooms and then
Mhm.
ladders going to the other rooms as you go down.
Right. So the game room was where they had the orb
Yes.
because they were playing chess. Okay.
Yes.
Did we didn't find anything in that shock room, did we?
We did, but we took it.
Okay. It was a wand.
I believe so. It was a magical
Find
item
and
of some
detect
sort.
traps, I want to say.
Oh, wand of secrets.
Yeah, Wand of
Yeah,
Secrets.
there you
It's
go.
in my boot.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I knew what it was.
Okay. All
I
right.
take notes.
Sorry, I needed to jog
Yeah.
my memory.
It's been a while since we've been down here, so.
yeah.
Okay. So you enter in to the room with the weird statue.
Yes, and the
Um,
bathroom's
it
to
had-
the right.
The statue has noticeably deteriorated.
Ooh, odd.
It is hard to recognize what it looks like now. It's just basically a humanoid form. The mist that was in this room that had caused you to be poisoned is no longer here.
Ooh, that's
The glowing
benefit.
runes and schematics on the walls are dimmed, almost just ink there now.
Oh, perfect. Good, we should use your time breathing. I device to see where it's pointing us to.
Okay. It's pointing in the direction of, well, from the door, it's pointing directly ahead.
Right. Let's go there then.
Okay. I'll actually go ahead and move you guys to that old map.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned it off, so don't.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, yes. Well, yeah, we have to go left then if it's pointing directly ahead, most likely. So we'd have to go down, probably. And then we have to go past the bookshelf. We probably want to go this way.
Mhm.
Here.
Yep. The ladder, you know that when you
Yep.
go through this door, there's a ladder going down.
Mm-hmm. Go down the ladder. Where's it pointing now?
It is pointing to the east.
Right.
Okay.
Everyone be ready. Just
So
in
it's actually
case.
pointing towards the room that had the orb in it.
Oh no. Well, that's not good.
All right, so you guys head through these two rooms.
I stop in the doorway of the room that leads to the room that has the orb, so I stay right here, right back at this
Okay.
doorway, because
Well, as you
my
hit the
patron
doorway-
told me not to get close, so that's as close as I'm getting.
As you stand in the doorway, the arrow is pointing northeast, not towards the door where the orb is.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hal, Harlan,
Maybe it's the
you
pleasure
both
room.
feel a pull.
Hal didn't agree, at least, thankfully.
Not yet.
Don't
you
do
feel a pull, like a yearning to go to the orb room.
it. Ugh. Remember, everyone, it's a horrible, despicable, evil orb that wants to consume your mind, body, and soul. Don't touch it.
I don't think it is that.
No, I have it on good authority that is definitely what it is. I did some research.
So
I
we're
don't wanna touch it.
Don't touch it.
Goat. So we're standing in the door,
Uh-huh.
right? And then there's another door. Are those closed?
Yes.
Because
You guys closed that door when you left, where the orb was.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go
It's
open that door.
pointing in this direction. Don't open the.
Okay, so you
Orb
go to the
door?
I'm
orb room
just
door.
looking. Yes.
Okay,
You
you-
say that it's going to eat you.
You open it, and the orb is sitting there.
It's back.
It's still there. It never left.
It never left.
Because when everything like collapsed last time.
No, that was all the things you threw in there. As soon as
Yes.
all of you, as soon as you left the room, everything fell to
No,
the
the
ground.
orb was still there though. The orb's not moved.
Oh.
It is now changed color.
Uh-oh.
It is a black, darker than black. It seems to be the absence of all color. It looks like it's almost a hole in space.
Or evil.
So I opened it and I'm like, I'm just gonna slowly close.
When you open it, you hear in your mind,
Fuck.
"I'm waiting."
Hell no.
Hell no!
I slammed the doors closed.
What are you doing?
It said it was waiting in my head. No.
That's
fuck.
a bad
Harlan, you
sign.
also
It's
you
evil.
also hear in your mind, there is more power that you can hold.
Don't get near the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna backpedal. I'm just
Yeah. It's pointing northeast, like towards this northeasterly corner.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say.
Do I see anything in that corner?
What are you saying, Harlan?
I was just gonna say, Harlan will say out loud that one day there may come a time where I need that power, but today is not that day.
He says that out loud. You have no idea why he's saying that.
Talking to Harlan. I
Is it talking to you, Harlan? Because
don't think it's either Lamont or the evil orb of evil.
I think it's the orb.
Evil orb of evil. EOE. Alright. I'm going to
What is with the acronyms with this group?
I don't know. All right, Wendell, do you step further into the room?
I do not step further into the room. I was told not
Okay.
to, but I will cast my dancing lights. I will push them towards that corner that the thing's pointing towards.
There is a table there with many things on top of it. Random, sundry items.
Yes. I kind of like crouch low to look under the table. Look on top of the table. And if I don't see Nimblewright, I'll start mage-handing the things over, like moving them around the thing.
You do not see a nimble right there.
I'd just start mage-handing the things, because I'm not stepping foot into that room.
Okay, so everybody else is standing there. You just see items coming off the table, floating by you.
Then I pull it to the other direction. That's not it, and I just drop it. Pull another item over. You know, in the other direction of the umbrella. Nope, not it.
Yeah, they're like boxes and like there's some tools and just basic, just general things.
It keeps pointing to that corner. It must be downstairs still.
All right, let's go downstairs then.
Go to the awful pleasure room.
Okay, so you guys head back to the stairwell.
Yep.
And take it back down.
Yes. Still
then
pointing
you enter-
northeasterly.
You enter in to the pleasure room.
Oh, I remember this. This is where I died the first time.
This is where you almost died, and I saved you.
And we found a kitty.
Yes, you found your cat here.
Is there anything like... Oh, go ahead.
Okay, the detector is still pointing somewhat to the northeast, but not quite as far. It's more northeast, north, or east northeast. Now it's northeast, and you see it's pointing towards a work table.
All right.
Where there's several pieces of what looks like mechanical contraptions.
Oh, I hope this isn't a false alarm. It's gonna kind of just wiggle it over the table.
And it points at a sort of like an octagon, a rounded corner. Like it's not a circle by any means. It's not a sphere, but it's got planed edges around it. It points towards that.
Lamont, what is this? Harlan? It's pointing to this. I kind of gesture.
Yeah, you notice that that the umbrella keeps pointing at the item she's holding. It's about 3 inches across. It's generally spherical with planed edges
Perhaps
in certain
this
spots.
Is something that Nimblewrights typically. Maybe it's the same materials that Nimblewrights are made of. Therefore, it's a
Well,
false
didn't
signal.
this dude have like monkey things?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the core
Oh,
component.
perhaps it's that, and it thought it was a Nimblewright. How dreadful.
Is it be a decoy?
So I've got this eye for detail ability here. I can either make a perception check, spot hidden creature or object,
I
or
will.
an check to
Guidance, Lamont, as he examines this thing.
So maybe I could do an investigation check on this thing.
I'll give you advantage on that,
And a guidance.
and you get guidance.
So a D4.
All right, so you rolled 2 14s.
Oh, what a bust. So I roll an extra d4.
Roll a d4.
Because Wendell was thinking when he picked his extra cantrip.
All right, 16. All right, since you're level 3, 16 is actually really good. So you look at it, and you're trying to discern what it is, and your skills and the knowledge you've been gaining since you've sort of awakened here leads you to believe that this might be a core. It's not like the glowing core that you found. It might be a depleted core. It's not the same as the simian heart that you found. This is different. It's more advanced in some ways, but much more reliant on magical power, much more influenced by magical power.
This is wonderful. This is something else. This is a depleted magical power core. I'm keeping it, by the way.
Yeah, yes. This, we don't want them. Is there anything else you want while you're here, Lamont? Any of these tools and things? We didn't. I mean, they don't need them.
No, I mean, I'm pretty much gonna grab a whole bunch of this stuff here if you want to hold on for just a second. But is this thing broken, or is it in?
It looks to be it looks to be just drained of power.
Well, what get these power cores?
Yes. Do we recall seeing this the last time we were here?
No. It was
Ooh.
just the general. Well, no, I don't think you recognize it as being anything important at the time.
Okay.
Lamont's skills at recognizing them weren't enough.
So it had like slight dust on it and stuff. Just like
Yes, everything
else
in
did.
here has
Okay.
a layer of dust.
If it didn't have any dust on it, Wendell would have been like, I don't
Sorry,
know.
I did not describe that for you.
No,
I
we're good.
apologize.
Okay.
Yes, Hal.
I'm just gonna to the party. I'm just gonna point out that if we take that with us, our Nimblewright detectors.
Yes. I suggest we put it
We can-
at home.
Well, I mean, what time of day is it?
Igor raises his hand.
Do you want to just walk 500 feet behind us at all times, Igor?
Igor, you have a question?
Oh, no.
Or Igor can take it to the inn.
Yes,
Yes.
Miss House, correct.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Let me put a bag together for you.
I'm hungry too.
Take some stuff back.
Can I go eat, Master? Can I go eat?
Here, let me give you permission slip. And he'll write out like one menu order from Wendell for Igor, and yes, carry all this back to the inn and give this to the chef lady.
Lamont, you see on the wall there is a pack. It looks like a almost like a toolkit, but with shoulder straps, and it says "Evil Genius Go Bag."
Oh. Oh, at last!
Oh, it's an EGGB.
I found you.
I'll tell you what's in it once I figure out what the hell's in it. It's
That's spectacular. Igor, put this on.
he puts it on.
Amazing. You look amazing.
It looks like one of those little tiny backpacks on Igor because he's so big.
Yes. Here, hold on. I think I have the mechanical. Oh, I left the mechanical kitty back at base here, and I think while I'm looking through my the folds of my cloak, I find whatever I stole.
You pull out a metal cube 6 inches on a side with a crank on top.
That's not a kitty. All right, everybody stand back. I'm gonna give this thing a whirl here.
Oh, good heavens. I get out of the room.
You don't know what it...
What?
We just go up the stairs. We'll wait for you upstairs, Lamont.
Oh, it's gonna turn the crank. Yeah, I'll be
I'm watching. Go for it.
You turn the
You
crank.
can survive an airship, Hal.
All right, you
believe
turn the
me.
crank. And while everyone's standing still, absolutely nothing happens. But as Wendell goes out to leave...
Oh no, I would have tried to leave before he did the I would have power walked. Like a
okay,
mofo
so Wendell's
before
out,
he
Igor's
could've-
Igor's
Also, I'm
standing
like
there.
making my way to a table. Like I'll do it while walking to the work.
Okay. It starts barking very loudly as you're moving.
What the hell is that?
It's
and
a
when
doggy.
you stop and no one's moving, it stops.
Turn it off.
I move a little bit.
It barks.
If it barks every time we fucking move, turn it off.
Watch this. This is fun. Watch.
Could be useful.
Is it
Ruff, 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 ruff.
an alarm?
Doing that just
Wendell,
constantly.
Wendell calls down the stairs. Do you think it's a dog alarm of some sort?
Well, I mean, you could like
Like,
crank
don't
it.
come
and-
into my house. I have a man-eating dog.
Well, it's like a motion alarm. You crank it and put it somewhere, and then you're like, "Oh, hey, the dog's barking. That means somebody's moving by it."
Oh, that's a handy thing.
Maybe we should put that in the secret lair.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Cool. I put it back into my pocket.
Like to tell people.
Every time you move, it barks.
Okay. Can I turn it off?
There is no off switch.
You might have to wait for it to uncrank the rest of the day.
Maybe you should give that to Igor.
Yes, Igor can take it back to the inn with the other
Yes,
things.
I will take it back.
Yes, good
Alright.
job, Igor.
All right. If anybody asks you if you have a puppy dog, you tell them.
Yes.
Not for sale.
Yes.
I can have a puppy dog?
No.
Master, I can have a
Oh
puppy
no, you cannot have a. No,
Oh.
but if they ask you, this is the puppy dog, Igor, and it's Lamont's.
He grabs it
It's
and
like
he looks so
it's
happy.
like
He's
his
like,
cat.
oh.
Yeah, there you are.
Starts
Very
petting the
good.
box.
Very
It barks
special.
every time he moves.
Yes.
Big responsibility. You got to feed it. You got to take
Yes.
care of it.
Yes.
Just take it back and put it on my desk, and we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, I have permission to go in your room.
Yeah. Yeah. Just go on in there and don't touch anything.
Oh, thank you.
Looks sharp.
And he heads out, barking the whole way as he's going. Every time he moves, it barks.
At
You
least
can
the
just hear it
box is
echoing
open.
from as he leaves.
At least we know. And the
Well-
barking stops. Well,
Is your thing going off anymore? Is it
yeah,
following-
I'll wait a couple minutes for Igor to have walked away.
Well, you see, as you're holding it, you see it moving and pointing
Yeah.
where you think Igor is as he leaves.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for him to, like, I'll wait like 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, because he should be able to clear 500 feet in 10 minutes. of
Okay.
walking. And then I'll see if it starts spinning again or if it points in a different direction.
You know, after about 10 minutes, it just starts spinning.
Yep, well, this is a false alarm, but we can assure, the lovely lady upstairs that there is no rogue Nimblewright in her.
And we got some exercise. You know, we're all losing weight. Also, we know what part of the Nimblewright that thing is pointing at.
Yes, if it's Nimblewright bit. It could just be a construct core, but this does confirm our theories of potentially them working together.
Yes, but now, where's our next lead?
Well, maybe Mr.
Well-
Siffer's house. Perhaps they have something staking out the area again.
We could try that. And then we could try the Cloud Top district.
Yes. It sounds good.
I don't know. Do they just? I don't think we'll be able to get into the Cloud Top district. To be fair,
Yes, probably not with you, Rabble.
Yes.
I was more
You-
talking
you-
about you, Harlan. But okay.
It's not too much to worry about getting into the Cloud Top district because, as most of the residents know, it's still a mess up there. The only part of the city beyond Abdar's Folly that the mages of the town have not been able to repair are the elemental rifts left by Thordak the Cinder King as he made his nest in the Cloud Top district.
Okay.
So it's still pretty bad up there. Go ahead.
Oh no! So like the nobles and the castle and none of them live there anymore.
Yeah, most of them have moved out into the nicer areas of the central district. You know that from your history, some members are in the most northern part of the central district near the temple district. Sort of like right around the entrance, the main entrance on the north side of the Cloud Top. Sort of like they're waiting to get back in.
Okay. Okay.
All right. We'll go for Miss Emarina. That she's nothing to worry about. And that he cleaned up the basement. Oh, I'll send someone to clean up the basement. for her.
Maybe we should offer to pay for some of the damages that were done to
Yes.
her bar.
Yes, that would be gentlemanly.
Channel Sullivan.
All right.
Of course, yes, we can pay for some.
Should be
It's kind of our fault that those guys trashed the place. So
well. It's better than having them in the basement, honestly. There's
Yep.
rabble.
Yeah.
So, and I'll show her that we'll do something about the basement, just but to keep people out of it. Still, it's quite a work job. There's the evil orb of evil, after all.
Right. So you make your way out.
Yes.
Doesn't take too long. You're getting pretty comfortable with the area.
Mm-hmm.
You come out of the storage room and you see Emarina sitting there with her doppelganger.
Oh yes, Amarina, her twin sister.
They both wave.
I wrote her down too.
Hello.
Amarina. Amarina. It's lovely to see you.
Yes, they're both just sort of like, how was it down there?
A mess. But we confirmed that there was no creature. It was a false alarm. Someone had left something down there. Tricky bit of machinery. Probably went off in any second. We're removing it for you so it won't cause any trouble. But, yeah, I wouldn't let anyone down there still for a while. But we would be happy, of course, since we were the ones who discovered the cult activities that were going on down there. Be more than happy to clean it up. Take some time, of course, but something we'd like
And
to.
we'd also like to help pay for some of the damages that were
Yes.
done to your inn up here because we're the ones who told you to close it up. So it's kind of our fault.
Emarina comes over and goes, well, that's just nice of you. I didn't expect anything like that. I mean, Emarina said you know, you guys are pretty good people, and I really didn't have much, you know, much to do with you guys, but she just kind of like, she's looking dead in your eyes, Hal. She's like, I am really appreciative of the help you're offering.
Bye.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. We're helpful.
She just grabs your hand. She's like, if you know, you could always, you know, come back some other time and we could talk about what sort of, you know, repairs you'd like to invest in.
I appreciate it, but I'd prefer to just keep this strictly professional.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
Sorry, kind
She
of.
looks back at Marina. She's like, I thought you said they were fun. Aren't those the two that were in the bathroom?
No?
She
No,
plays
she's
the
pointing at
Harlan
Harlan
and
and
Oh.
Lamont.
I'm saying she plays really hard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean-
Getting over someone.
She kind of leans into you. Marina leans into you and she goes, I mean, we could always do a double date.
Oh, dear God. Sorry,
Yes.
but I'm kind of in love with somebody else, so
Oh,
sorry.
isn't that nice?
Wendell just nods heartbroken, like,
Just not so Wendell can't see. Not him.
I did her down easy.
That's fair. That's fair. The help is appreciated.
Like, I'm super flattered. You're gorgeous, but sorry.
You guys talking about sex?
Shut up, Lamont.
Only when we speak about you and the tall red furry one.
Oh no,
That's
we were
right.
just in the bathroom. What were we doing in the bathroom? We just
I can't even remember. It was so good. All right, we'll get out of your hair for now. I will see you tomorrow evening. Would you like
just
me to
talking.
pick
It's
you
just
up
two
here?
guys went to the bathroom together.
Shall I pick you up here?
Sure, you don't want to show me your inn?
Oh, if you'd like to. I'm more than happy to meet you there as well.
And then Amarina's like, he has an inn too. Wow, that's a good find. She's They're just kind of, you know, they're total twinning it up right now. Very
Mhm.
happy. They're good friends.
I have a question.
Yes, Hal.
Can I take a quick look around and make a quick, can I assess the damage? Can I see how much I think I should give them?
You can certainly try.
Okay. Would that be perception?
I mean, if you're just going to do a glance, I would say probably a perception.
Okay. Fucking hell.
A 6.
Yeah.
4
You know,
sixes
a
is what I
couple
rolled.
hundred gold at least. You
Can
know,
Wendell
this.
make a check as well? Because he did think I was a good idea.
Okay,
I'll have-
if you'd like to.
And he's a
perception.
businessman. So I have +1 to this.
No, of course.
I have a +3.
That's a 5.
That's a 5. Yep, hundreds of gold, possibly. I mean,
Well, I didn't say it fixed it all. We just contribute.
yeah,
Hopefully we chose our
Hundreds.
words wisely.
some really nice things in here that got burnt and damaged.
The inn gave us, so our inn gave us 50 platinum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody made off your profits for the 2 months. It's a
Okay.
6-week span.
Okay. And that, I'm bad with fantasy money.
Mhm.
It's 500 gold.
That's
Okay.
that's
I'm bad
500,
with
yeah.
real money.
Okay. I'm gonna take out 2 platinum.
Okay, so
And
20 gold.
What?
Yeah, 20 gold. It's 2 platinum.
Yes. I know math. And yeah, 20 gold. And I will put it in one of the twins' hands. Like, I know it's not a lot, but we'll come back and reassess. And
Amarina grabs the gold, just kind of rubs your hand as you're giving it to her.
yep.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. So
She just winks at you. Stand there.
I do like an awkward, super awkward finger guns. Walk out.
She's just chuckling as you leave. Let's see, who's got the best passive perception here? I think that
Not me. I'm 11.
11.
13.
Oh, so how? As you leave, you hear you're the one that hears. She's so cute when she gets flustered. And
Face reddens even more.
I imagine like you trip over the door sill.
Oh yeah.
Like, as you're exiting, when you hear that.
Yep. Just barely catch myself. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep.
So you all make it back outside. The muggy afternoon in Abdar's Promenade.
Yeah.
Sun is bearing down. It's the first real warm day of the year.
Let's travel to Mr. Siffer's house, see if there's anything. Ugh.
Okay. So you head back south?
Yes.
All right. And as you get close to the House of Inspired Hands, it starts the detector starts pointing. And it stays pointing towards it as you pass. The afternoon sun is starting to set in the west.
Wait. Do we see a food vendor? We should probably eat and keep up our strength.
Oh, well, not so much in the central district.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. We'll just go hungry. Sure, be fine.
Let's see.
I
got rations. No.
Yeah. That's Mr. Siffer's house. It's in there. Well, the good news is there's not one within 500 feet of Mr. Siffer.
Yeah, just spinning.
Right.
Well, why is that good news?
It means that nothing's stalking him. That's got one of those cores.
Wait. So the Nimblewright wants to stalk him.
I don't know. He killed the person he was friends with, who was looking for us. Who?
We're just knocking off all possibilities.
Yes. All right. Well, those were my two guesses. Anyone else?
I mean, we could just wander around the central district.
Yes. You also mentioned the Temple District, Hal, earlier.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Well, we're at the southern part of the central district. We can just weave through the streets towards the Temple District, if you like.
Yeah.
Well, you are closer to the port of Amon now as well.
Yes, we can.
So if you're going to do a loop,
let's just go through the port to the Temple District. Just cover all our bases, and then if we don't find it, all we have left to do is the cemetery and the military.
Perhaps we could lay a trap for him here.
It's only if it's going to try to strike. He might have given up on Mr. Siffer.
And we could have set a trap if we knew what it wanted, but we have no fucking clue
we have no idea.
So.
I'm sorry. I thought that.
No, that's a good idea.
Put out a bucket of grease.
Was the other one doing anything that in particular? Do we remember it being attracted to anything or excited about anything?
I mean, we can always go ask.
Oh, the other one, not the one we're hunting. We're gonna walk and talk. Alright. Continue. I'll probably take the main road through the central district and then.
Okay. That's actually one of the main thoroughfares. It's a wide boulevard with large trees, old trees growing up through the middle. It's really beautiful. Lots of carriages, lots of merchant trains going to and from. It's a very popular line. Yes.
I have my hood up and pulled a little low.
Okay. You cross over to the Port of Amon, and the quality of buildings change. It becomes mainly warehouses, tall captain's quarters that see out over the port, taverns left and right about, in the area, storefronts. It's a little bit more run down.
I guess we should go by the warehouses.
Okay.
Now, question. The port is where we ran into the dragon, right?
No. Stop.
No.
Wendell.
Oh.
The port, you ran into the dragon before the stream outside the lower slums.
Lower. Oh, okay. So down that way.
Yeah.
Because I thought I remembered being at the port.
No.
Whatever.
We haven't been to the port yet, we said. Where were you, Walter?
I thought we found Siffa at the port.
No, we found him in Abdar's Promenade.
I'm so confused. Okay. It's fine. Ignore me.
You've been hit in the head many times since this campaign began. It's okay.
The good news is we have to look all night. I don't need to sleep. So Walking is
So-
considered a light activity, and I can just walk around the whole city at night.
So as you start making your way toward the center part of the port of Amman along the wharf,
Yes, I'm
You
glad I didn't
notice-
skip the wharf, because I almost did.
you notice the umbrella stops for a second,
Stop for a second.
and they start spinning again, but it stopped pointing out towards the water.
Right, let's get right on the docks then. Right on the wharf.
As you get closer, you see the umbrella stop spinning and it points, but it's moving back and forth between two locations.
That's... Okay, that's not quite spinning. Hasn't done that yet.
They're very close to each other. They seem to be pointing at two ships.
Oh. Oh, how interesting.
Is there anybody walking around us?
Yeah, what do the two ships look like?
They are large 3-mast sailing ships, brightly colored. They have lots of colorful pennants. The sails are down. They're docked at the wharf. There are men on deck working. There are people outside. They seem to be unloading boxes that say Sea Maiden's Fair. One ship is called the Hellraiser. The other one is called the Heartbreaker.
Oh, I'm familiar with that one.
And it's pointing at both of them.
Pointing at both of them.
Is there anybody walking around us?
Yes, there's people all over the wharf. This is an active port,
Okay.
and you're on the main wharf, so
And
you've
it's
got
evening.
early
evening, so dinner
early
time,
evening.
unload the ship's time.
people are trying to get as much work done before it gets night.
Yes.
Does there look to be like a what are they called? Port master or
dockmaster?
dock
Yeah,
master
port
or a dock worker that I can kind of pull away from their work for a second?
Well, how familiar are you with the machinations of the wharf area?
With the shady shit I've done in my life, I feel like I would be pretty familiar with
Oh,
the
a bunch of
with
shady
the port.
shit goes down at the docks. Gosh.
Yeah.
Roll me a D100.
Okay.
We're going Cthulhu rules, so low is better, to see
Oh,
if you
God.
remember anyone that should be working in this area.
Well, I've been rolling low all night,
Right,
so
so
I'm
you're gonna
probably
roll a
gonna roll
99.
high. Yeah. Yeah. There
72.
we go. Yeah.
Okay. You have some people down here, but you're not seeing this is the right part of the wharf. You're not sure, but give me a perception check.
Okay.
See if you can find someone that looks like they might be part of the bureaucracy. This time of the evening, it's real difficult to find someone. It looks like most of the official looking shops have shut down. This is just people trying to local merchants and whatnot trying to finish off what they're doing.
Okay.
Is there people moving stuff on the ship?
Yes, moving stuff off the ship.
Off the ship.
They're
Yes.
unloading.
Is there anyone loading anything onto the ship?
On those ships? No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're just unloading. Okay, that's interesting.
Hmm.
Are there any dockside cafes or taverns or pubs
Yes.
within
There
sight
are.
of these two ships?
Yes, there are. There is one relatively close by. It's a little further back,
Mhm.
but the wharf, right, like the wharf is low towards the water, and the land rises as you're moving towards the Cloud Top
Mhm.
district. So if you went back a couple roads and then you got into this particular tavern, it has a look down over the wharf, and you'd be
And
able
it's
to
still
see at
within
least one of the
500
ships.
feet?
No, it'd be a little bit beyond 500 feet.
Okay, then no. I was thinking we could just wait for them to unload and then see where if they all get picked up to the same place and follow them.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go walk onto the ship.
Can I go too?
Oh, okay.
This might be easier alone, but yeah,
All
sure.
right.
You can
All
straight
right,
up
so-
tell me that and be like, no.
All right, so Harlan, you're making your way. Which one of the two ships are you going to?
There was the Heartbreaker
And the Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Heartbreaker.
I think Harlan
Hellraiser.
is more of a Hellraiser type.
Mm.
He'll go to that one.
Okay. You make your way through the throng of employees that seem to be working and unloading the ship. You catch a few eyes. They look at you kind of like over their shoulders. You do feel the eyes on you.
Yeah.
Most of them have livery that all matches the same. That's bright colors, light blues, bright reds and greens. You make your way to the gangplank, and then someone's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Take me to the Nimblewright on the ship, please.
Okay. All right. What is your DC? As you cast suggestion?
13.
He's like, why? Why would I want to do that? I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you're here. So, unless you have business or money, skedaddle.
How much? All right. Here we go. How about this? I'll hand him 5 platinum pieces. Now take me to the Nimblewright on the ship, please.
Ooh. Yeah, all right. He brings you up on board and takes you back, and he's like, yeah, you know, I mean, are you a big fan of the fair?
No, we are looking for an escaped Nimblewright, and we need to confirm that yours is not the one we are looking for.
Well, I mean, it was on ship with us the whole time. We only got in port just recently, so I don't know what how you might think it might be this guy, but I mean, all he does is serve drinks and like wave at fans. But yeah, you want? Come on in. I'm Donig, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Donig.
Donig, Donag.
Okay.
And he takes you down into a hold, and standing by one of the crates is a Nimblewright. It's not activated. It doesn't seem like. It's just sort of sitting there, and he's like, hey, ding, 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 wake up. And you see it kind of just move, and he just waves.
All right.
Yeah, this guy wants to see you do your thing. So why don't you go up on deck and we'll follow? And so it just like nods and walks out on deck.
Probably should have thought of some sort of test.
Did you commit a murder the night before last?
Yes. I'll just ask him. Have you committed any murders?
It turns and it mechanically shrugs.
That's not a no.
I don't think he understands the question.
Do you
Or it's a really nonchalant, like, whatever. Maybe I committed murders.
Thug Nimblewright.
It's the thug Nimblewright. Oh no, maybe I did.
It's a thug right.
I don't talk to no cop.
Yeah, you cops. Maybe I did. It's Lamont as a Nimblewright.
How dare you?
So you follow the Nimblewright back up on the deck, and it just stops and puts its hands out. And Donna grabs a couple balls out of his pocket, puts it over there, and it starts juggling.
I see.
Watch, I can throw more at him. He grabs a couple more and just tosses at him, and the Nimblewright grabs him, just juggle. He's juggling like 6 now. Very well done. He's a good juggler.
Then you can confirm that he's been on the ship for the last. And what would that time period be?
We just left. We left Darktoe a couple of months back. Sailed around, stopped at Stilben, and came back around. It was slow. I don't know. Weeks, months. I mean, we travel a lot. The fair is pretty big in all the places we go. Heading out to Marquette after we do our stop here. But I mean, if you want to talk to the main captain, the main man, yeah, I'm sure we can set something up if you like. I mean, you're paying me 50 just to see this thing. I bet you Captain Zord I'd be more than happy to see you on his flagship, the Eyecatcher.
I don't think that would be necessary, Donnig. If I require that, I will speak to you again. Thank you.
All right, pleasure doing business. You're going to give me 5 platinum every time you come by? Come on by every day.
Well, yes, that will be... I wish for that to happen. He's just going to walk away.
All right, so while he's on the boat, what are the rest of you doing?
Well, if he's taking that boat, I'll take the other one. I'll be back.
Oh, okay.
And
so, is anyone else going with you, or are you just going on your own?
This needs to be done alone.
Okay. Lamont, do you pay attention to that, or do you just disregard what Wendell said and go anyway?
5 missions.
No, I'll watch them. I'm gonna watch them both.
You can hang out with your buddy Hal.
Oh, so you and Hal are alone together.
Do you want to go get that sandwich now while they're doing whatever the fuck they're doing?
Yeah.
Let's go get a sandwich. I'm fucking
French
hungry.
dip or like.
All right, so you see the same tavern that Wendell was scouting out. It's called the Salty Seahorse.
Yeah.
They have good food there. You're perfectly happy
the salty
at the Salty
sea spray?
Seahorse.
I think I got thrown out of this place one time.
Hal, you haven't been here that long.
Yeah, I don't know. I get confused. I've been thrown out of a lot of different places here, and
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's a wharf front tavern. You know, it's got wood shutters for windows, sawdust on the floor. It smells like old fish and sweat.
I got arrested around the corner from here a couple of years ago. That was fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. I was in jail for 3 days for,
Yeah, they threw me in jail for, about a week one time. When I got out of the pyramid, I didn't really understand the concept of money. And so I'd walk into these places and be like, hey, give me a sandwich. And they'd tell me no. And then I'd get a little frustrated with them and explain to them why they should, give me free stuff. And then they didn't like that. And so
yeah, that's fair. Most people don't like that.
You say that the server's standing like right next to you, looking at you like,
He's not like
so
that
she's
now.
paying?
Yeah, I got this.
Sandwiches?
Yes, your best sandwich.
Right. We have one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Salted pork sandwich.
Fuck yes.
All right. Anything to drink with that?
Hell yeah.
We only have one thing. Ale.
Yep. I love
right.
this place already.
All right. It's going to be 9 copper.
Okay. I give her 10 copper.
Okay.
So silver.
All right. So as you guys are waiting on your order and getting served and having salted pork sandwiches and ale in the Salty Seahorse, a lot of salt there. We'll go check on Wendell. As Wendell tries to go take a look. Are you at the Heartbreaker or no?
No,
You're at the,
I'm going to go to the Heartbreaker because Harlan's at the Hellraiser.
Okay, so you're at the Heartbreaker.
Yes.
So what do you do?
Before I get to the Heartbreaker, I cast illusory script on a piece of parchment.
Okay.
And it'll look very fancy and official, and it'll say like official city Tower of Hands representative, Nimblewright, inspector, customs, and basically give me authority to inspect Nimblewrights. Hopefully. And I will march. I walk up with my fancy contraption and walk up to the ship. Excuse me, who is in charge of this vessel?
Do you board the ship or do you stand at the gangplank waiting to board?
I stand at the gangplank because I'm polite.
Okay, you call up to the ship. You don't really get any response, and then one of the men on the shoreline's like, what do you want? We're busy. We're unloading.
Yes, I see that, and I don't want to take up any more of your time than necessary. I am also a very busy man as well, and I'll flourish the document. I'm here to inspect Nimblewrights, any Nimblewrights mechanisms that you have aboard your ship. Make sure that they're up to par and customs.
You're talking way too fast, man. Slow down.
I am here with permit to investigate
Yeah, I heard
inspect
something about
any
Nimblewrights.
Nimblewrights, which clockwork mechanisms that are aboard the ship, as they have to pass through special investigation, make sure they're not harmful to the city of Amon, as there have been some incidents recently.
You see, I don't know what any of that means, and not rightly care too much either, because, well, they're not mine.
Good, you shouldn't mind if I inspect them very briefly.
I can't let you do that.
This document says otherwise. Would you like to see it?
But that's great and all, but no one gets on these ships without the captain's orders. I can't help you with that.
Where is the captain? I specifically requested whoever was in charge.
No, you just started yelling at a boat with no one on it.
I said, excuse me, I'd like to speak with whoever's in charge.
Right, but you were just yelling at a ship, and there was no one on the ship you were yelling at. We're all over here.
So he's not on the ship?
No, he walked up behind you.
Oh, I thought he was on the ship yelling down to me, and I was like, why can't you? Okay. I was misunderstanding this. That's why he was yelling across.
I thought I said he walked in behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been unloading.
I'm like, well, where's your captain then?
Oh, yeah. He's with the boss. Captain Zorg.
Captain Zorg was that the captain? Who was the boss?
Well, no, I mean he's the boss.
He's the captain of this vessel. He's the one I need to speak to about inspecting these Nimblewrights?
No, he's on the eye catcher, and he points out to a ship docked.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you're actually closer to the water, you notice that the Nimblewright detector is moving in 3 directions now. Bouncing back and forth between. It's pointing to the left towards the other ship that Harlan's on right now. You see, he's on deck, going talking to a Nimblewright. It's pointing at this ship, and then it's pointing out to water.
My coworker seems to have been able to investigate on the hill racer without any problems.
Well, I don't know why, but I can't let you on the ship.
Want to insight check him to see if he's just being a lazy, curmudgeonly peasant sailor? Ugh.
Just pull out more gold than they see in a year. It's that simple.
I got an 18 on my insight check. I'm insightful.
Eldritch Blast.
You blow his head off.
Did you say that you couldn't let me on this ship?
Now, with an 18 insight, you know that one, this man is intoxicated.
Yes.
But he's also telling the truth as he knows it.
Okay. All right.
I appreciate that you've got legal authority or seals or nobility or whatever.
Legal port authority. Customs. Import.
Right. That's a nice mustache you got there.
Thank
How
you.
long did it take you to grow that?
No, not very long.
Yeah, real nice.
Thank you.
My dad had a mustache like that. He let it grow for years. It got out there. It was kind of getting wild. He let it go. He twisted out on the ends and it pointed out, poke you in your eye if you weren't paying attention.
Can't quite let it go. You have to maintain it.
Proper facial hair, upkeep is not. You can't really put a lot of thought into it when you're on the sea. Yeah, I've been sailing a long time, and he just starts rambling.
Yes. Is that someone trying to board the ship? I will look over his shoulder. Then
he turns like, what?
I'll leave. I just leave.
Harlan's standing there. What? No.
Okay.
Harlan, I think they have a lot of Nimblewrights.
I suppose.
And he seemed to know about it. So I don't think it's our rogue one. They look like they just came in.
The other ships, Nimblewright doesn't.
Did you accuse it of murder?
Well, not directly.
Oh. But if you accuse it of murder and it tries to run, then that's probably pretty...
Well, I verified with the sailor that he's been on the ship for at least many weeks.
Yes. Interesting. Didn't realize there was so many Nimblewright. What do you have? Well, we could always speak with this captain for that ship over yonder.
Where'd Hal and Lamont go?
I don't know. Perhaps she's getting a rebound on after all. He was trying very hard earlier today.
Speaking of which, let's check in with Captain Rebound and Lamont. The salty pork sandwiches are tasty if the bread is a little stale. The ale is also a little stale, but it gets you drunk.
Hell yeah.
Have flavor.
So, I'm like chewing and I say telepathically. So, who are you in love with?
None of your goddamn business, Lamont.
I'm in love with cheesecake.
I don't know what that is.
Stole it from this guy. It's like a sweet, like cream cheese cake they make.
I like cake.
Mhm.
Sweet things like sweet wine. But cake. I don't get it often because I can't afford it. I mean, I guess I could now.
So why do you have all these kids?
They kind of found me. So 10 years ago, I woke up in an alleyway with no memories, near dead. And she found me. Well, they found me. Jenny found me first, and then she brought Olivia and Mo. And they took me in, and they nursed me back to health. And I owe them my life, so I'd do anything for them.
That's cool.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, that's very nice of them. Obviously.
Yeah, 3 orphans who weren't barely feed themselves took me on, and I was fucking feral. So.
And then what? You went in the pits and made some money and got yourself together?
No, the 4 of us, we started out thieving, and then I accidentally killed a member of the clasp, and they essentially told me either I join them or they kill my kids. Couldn't let that happen, so I joined them. And I took on, fighting in the pits as a side thing. Just kind of work through that anger.
Sure. Side hustle.
Yeah, very angry person. It's very therapeutic, beating the shit out of somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, do you still work for the class?
Technically, yeah, but I'm not in bad with them because I was kind of in a negative light because stuff happened that wasn't good. I did real bad, and they wanted to kill me, but Bilby kind of stepped in. So.
Oh, the Zilliger guy.
Yeah, that's kind of how I ended up in his employ. He saved my life, got me out of jail. Yeah.
Are you gonna eat that pickle?
Ugh, pickles are gross, dude. Go for it.
Yes, I like it. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that's interesting. You lost your. You don't remember anything from before 10 years ago?
I have nightmares, but they don't make sense when I wake up. So.
Me too.
These tattoos are what I remember of them, and yeah, no clue.
Man, we need to build like a memory machine. We need like a machine that reaches into our heads and pulls the memories out.
I mean, isn't that what our brain is supposed to do?
No, anything that, well, apparently not. Other people's brains, I suppose, but not ours.
Not ours.
We need like a helmet that just pulls it right out. I need to get with Harlan on that.
Sure. But don't tell the others that I was in jail for, a really long time. I mean, I'm sure they can probably guess it because they know me, but
I'm pretty sure they don't. I'm pretty sure they don't take a word I say seriously.
That's fair. You are a little crazy.
Yeah? You think?
I mean, I wouldn't say crazy. I'd say erratic.
Listen, I shoot from the hip. What can I say?
Yeah, I respect that.
I can't make up my mind whether I really want to drive a stake of fear through this city to get them to surrender their advanced technology to me, or whether I should sneak in through the back door and just take it.
I think sneaking in is always a good way because it's less likely to get you stuck in jail.
So if I ever needed a bodyguard, are your services available? You for hire?
You wouldn't need to pay me for me to guard you, but sure.
Even if I had a really bad, dangerous idea and I needed to make sure I didn't die?
Yeah, just
somebody watch my back.
You're my friend, so just do it.
Yeah, you keep saying that. Why? I'm awful.
Yeah, you are. But you're the good kind of awful. If that makes sense. Look, okay, I spent the last 10 years of my life around the shittiest, worst, most horrible people you can imagine. Really bad people. And now I'm with you guys, and you guys are not anywhere close to that.
Okay. Well, Wendell could go either way.
God, Wendell, I want to punch him in his goddamn face every single time he looks at me.
Well, he's trying to kidnap children. You know that, right?
Yes, I'm fully aware of that.
Yeah. So, it's none of my business, really, what one guy does with...
Just their souls,
The rest of the children could do whatever, I don't care.
Well, speaking of Wendell, as the conversation turns that direction, Wendell and Harlan are standing on the wharf looking out over the ships, wondering where Lamont and Hal went off to.
I don't know where they went.
They found another lead.
Perhaps.
Yes.
Well, I don't know where that lead is. Where do you want to look next, Harlan? Maybe the captain? Should we even bother talking to the captain? It's pointing in 3 directions now, by the way. Pointed out.
Where's the other?
I'm guessing the ship that the captain's on?
Yeah. It doesn't point to it now as you've stepped further away, but when you were closer to the ship you were at.
We'll slowly walk our way down that way on the docks to be like, yeah, look, it's pointing.
I have a feeling that Nimblewrights might be popular on the dock. This might be unfruitful.
Yes. Now, perhaps we should move on to the temple district then.
As you're sitting there talking, you notice that the mechanism is pointing in 3 directions, and one of the directions is moving.
Oh, just kidding.
It's less. Now you're pointing in 4 directions.
Oh, good heavens. There's a 4th one. Let's follow the 4th one. That one's new.
And it's moving. And then it kind of every time it points in the new direction, it's pointing further. And then you look over along the wharf towards the bows of the ships, and you see a Nimblewright walking. It's dressed in the same liveries you've seen the sailors dressed in.
Was the Nimblewright that Harlan talked to dressed in the livery?
Yes.
Okay.
So the new 4th direction is pointing at the one that's coming in not in your direction yet, but when it reaches the dock of the dock that you're on, this part of the wharf, it turns and starts walking in your direction.
Walking in our direction, Harlan. Should we just let it approach and then accuse it of murder?
Well, yes.
See if it reacts.
If they come to us, we might as well.
Might as well. I mean, it'd be passing up an opportunity.
Yes.
I would wait for it to approach closer before I'd accuse it of murder.
Directly up to you. And waves.
Hello.
And then offers a rolled scroll.
Oh.
With a seal on it.
I'll take it. Did you commit murder? Gives me he did it. He did it, Harlan. Gave a thumbs up. I'll read the scroll though. Perhaps it's its confession. Perhaps it's thought better of what it's done.
Yeah.
Yes.
See what's on the scroll.
Yes, I shall.
All right. The seal
there.
to the scroll, before you break it, you notice the seal is the same as that of the Sea Maiden's Fair.
Okay.
You crack open the seal.
Yes.
And it says, I, Zardaz Zard, do hereby invite you to dinner this evening aboard the Eye Catcher.
See, it's a very good thing I didn't take that date tonight. I'm glad I postponed it for tomorrow. I wouldn't be able to make it. Should have been very disappointed. Then I'd have broken 2 ladies' hearts in 1 week, and that's just, I don't know if I could bear that burden.
So, you've been invited to a dinner?
Yes.
The Nimblewright points at Wendell and then points at Harlan.
Yes, I told him we were co-workers, because we are co-workers, yeah. And I'll show Harlan my document. Well, I suppose it is almost dinner time.
Well,
What are you investigating with a 20, Harlan?
The document.
With that investigation...
Only true sight.
It looks to be an official document stating that Wendell is an honest-to-goodness, authentic investigator of Nimblewrights.
This is a decent forgery.
Thank you. Magic.
Hand it back.
You just don't call it that in front of the people we talk to.
Oh, of course not.
Yes, it's an official document.
It's official.
Very official.
All right. I'm not a very good liar.
Just don't talk about it at all.
All right.
Yes. Just nod. If it's yes, authentic. Just give a nod. Not a lie with a nod.
All right.
Yes.
Actually, he nods.
Yes, say that you are. Perfect. You've got it. Yes, let's go to the eye catcher then.
All right.
All right, so you
And
turn.
what was the captain's name again? I'm writing it in my note.
Zardaz Zord.
Cool. Captain. Cool.
The Nimblewright turns and kind of waves to follow him.
Yes, we will follow.
And it walks back the direction that it had been walking. It takes you to a captain's launch next to the Heartbreaker.
Yes.
And then it climbs aboard and has the oars. Seems like it does this on its own. Waits for you on board, and then it just sits there.
It's very basic. This is definitely not the runaway one. I accused him of murder and he didn't even flinch. So, up aboard.
Well, I suppose. Do you often get invited to dinners like this?
Oh, I'm a very popular man. I get invited to fancy dinners which I network with people all the time.
Oh, well.
Yes, it's part of being nobility, Harlan.
This is a bit new to me.
Hang out with me long enough. You'll get used to it.
You're still sitting at the dock. It's not sailing away yet.
Yes. Well, maybe it's not time yet. Are you ready?
Are we going?
We're both ready to go if you are.
It sits there.
I guess it's not time yet.
Kind of, with its head, it indicates the 2 empty seats.
Oh, Wendell got in already.
No. You both are sitting there, but it indicates 2 empty seats behind you.
Oh. You're inviting Lamont. I'm telepathically say that. Did inviting Lamont and Howl? I didn't even associate with them.
Well, we did appear with them at the...
We did, I said. Where are they?
I
I want to look around to see if I can catch either.
Perception check.
Let's see. How likely?
Nat 20!
Oh,
You don't see him.
Oh, fuck. Oh. That was
Speaking
a
of which, while
wasted
you're
nat
looking
20.
for them, let's head back to Howl and Lamont at the Salty Seahorse. A third round of weak ale has been brought to your table.
Yeah, and then I, because like once you stab him, you have to stab him again to make sure that he's dead. So you just right through the heart.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double
I
tap.
did it. Right. That's good. This beer is awful. No, it's like when I ran that cultist through.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was not for him, but
no. No, we got to go back to the pits. I got to go check it out again. I
gotta show you
because I died.
Lamont. I gotta show you the real pits. Okay, that was like the baby pits. You gotta
tell me I died in the baby pits.
It's the pits.
Yeah, you gotta come see my pits.
Wait, no, hold on. What? You're all wearing like knives on your hands and like death rays or what?
No, it's all hand in hand. But
are you nude?
Oh, why would I be nude?
Well, you said it's the real pits. I mean, like no armor, no,
I mean, I'm wearing clothes.
What makes it so real?
You should see the people we fight.
Are they nude?
No, nobody's nude. God.
Oh. Nobody?
Nobody. I mean, there might be one or two randos.
Because I went to a place called the Pit where everyone was nude.
Oh, I know that pit. You don't want to go there again. That was a bad idea.
No, I don't. They threw me out.
That's impressive. They don't throw many people out.
Oh man. Well, should we go find the
Yeah, it's been like an hour. We should probably
what are their names? Wendell. And the big red one.
Harlan.
I like him. We share a lot of the same interests, Harlan and I.
Yeah, you guys like weird shit and going into bathrooms together.
I keep trying to remember why I went into a bathroom with that guy, and I can't remember.
You guys were trying to come up with a plan, I think, to get into that secret room, and then we just went up. Wendell and I, we just asked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That you guys always try to seem to be like, I'm gonna go sneaky with these two women, and they're just, I ask them and they're fine with it. They don't care.
All right, well, listen, next time you and I should, have lunch again sometime because I'm going to tell you about the master plan.
The master plan.
Yeah, I'm working on a master plan. I'll tell you all about it, but we got to, find the nubble stuff, nimble bits.
My
boys.
master plan is to be so rich I don't ever have to work again, and to get married, and to make sure my kids don't ever have to work again.
With the same master plan, it's a pity you're...
All right, so you leave the Salty Seahorse?
Yeah, we're walking out at this
discussing this? All right. So you head back to where you last saw Harlan and Wendell. And they're nowhere to be seen directly.
Oh.
And then, Wendell, with your natural 20
Yes.
perception, you notice Lamont and Hal walking down back towards the wharf.
Ah, yes. Let me see what my range is on my telepathy. I do hate to raise my voice. Oh, not very far. So, I'm going to just see. How can I get their attention? I think about just flicking upwards, but I restrain myself because that could go very poorly. I'll go get them. Stands up. Ow, Lamont.
here we go.
Oh, hey.
No.
You hear quiet in the softly in the distance. You hear Wendell, and then suddenly out of nowhere, the booming voice of Harlan overwards.
Yes, I should have just you.
And you see Wendell waving to you from a small skiff off the side of one of the two boats.
I walk up. So much for stealth, Harlan. Now everyone knows I'm here. Thanks.
Were we trying to be stealthy?
We're trying not to draw attention to ourselves.
Well, wait, that was never discussed.
We're hunting a rogue Nimblewright.
Yes, who doesn't know we're looking for it?
Yeah, and you just noticed that there's a Nimblewright actually at the oars.
We accused it of murder and it didn't flinch, but I'm fairly certain it's not it.
So we're hunting Nimblewrights, and you're getting into a boat with the Nimblewright.
I'll show her the invitation, and my documentation. Oh wait, I'll read it aloud, and I take it back. And I'll read out loud the invitation. I'm like, yes, since Harlan and I are members of the authority of Nimblewright inspectors from the Town of Hands, customs of clockwork mechanisms and the like, we needed to inspect them, and some of the ship's crew were very unhelpful. But apparently, this Captain Zord wishes to speak with all four of us. I don't know how he figured out there was four of us.
Yeah, you're not the least bit suspicious about any of this.
Should we be?
Yes. While we're hunting Nimblewrights, a Nimblewright came up to you, invited you onto a ship out at sea.
Yes, well, the worst case scenario, Captain Zord is the rogue Nimblewright we're looking for. We can just take care of it then and there.
Wendell said this was normal for him.
It is normal. I'm frequently invited to dinner. You saw I was invited to dinner just earlier today.
I would like to go on record stating that this is a bad idea, and I step into the boat.
Okay. Lamont?
Swim back. It's not that far.
I love bad ideas when I step on the boat.
All right. As soon as as soon as everyone is seated,
they'd never dare touch
the Nimblewright starts rowing. It very deftly rows you out to the Heartbreaker.
Yes.
The eye catcher?
No, I'm sorry, the eye catcher. Sorry,
yes.
I like the Heartbreaker.
I do too.
You go to the eye catcher, and it pulls up next to a rope ladder that's hanging down from the side of the ship. It is a little bit more ornately decorated than the other two ships. It seems to be the flagship of the Sea Maiden's Fair.
I will climb up first.
Okay. You climb up on deck, and all around you are sailors.
I thought you were going to say Nimblewrights, and I was about to be like, oh shit.
They are the absolute most beautiful men you have ever seen. All of them with dark tanned skin. They're all human. All dark tanned skin, long flowing hair. They're just wearing like sailor shorts, just tied at the waist, cut off at the knees, no shoes. They're all glistening slightly in the evening sun from sweating. They all look at you and just sort of wink and wave.
Oh God, this is just ugh. Don't make me puke.
I mean, seriously, every one of them are beautiful.
Oh, like how we're all disgusted. We're like, oh, they're sued.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. Yes, we received this letter. Invitation.
Oh yes, the captain's waiting for you. Please follow me. Oh. And he like sways and sachets in, like it's ridiculous.
He
takes you in to the captain's cabin, to where the captain's mess is. It is very finely appointed, beautifully carved woodwork, bright colors, and they are sitting rather nonchalantly, without a shirt as well. Another extremely beautiful man. And to his right is a Nimblewright.
Oh.
The one that sailed you here takes up position on his left.
Do these Nimblewrights look different than Nim? Or do they look all the same?
No, these look almost exactly like Nim.
Okay. I could keep my eyes open then.
And he the captain kind of looks at each and every one of you, is like, I see you've got my invitation.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome to the Eye Catcher. I'm Zada Zard.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain. I'm Wendell Eustace Abernathy, Lucius Throckwater Hossenpfeffer the Fourth of the Habersham House.
God, that's a mouthful.
That's what the ladies say.
How involuntarily?
Well done. Well done. I like you already. Welcome. Take a seat at my table. Who are the rest of my new friends?
That is late night.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting to use that one.
I'm Mr. Dingley Dang
Oh,
of the House of Stuff.
that's not a very big mouthful, but I think it fits you quite well.
I'm just kidding. I am the terror what strikes in the dark.
Sure. Welcome to my table.
Sure.
Not scared enough. I thought you'd be more
I
scared.
want to dislike him, but but that
And
sure
who-
got me.
Who might you be? He looks at Hal, trying to turn on the charm.
The disgust on her face just intensifies. The name's Hal.
Just Hal.
Yep, that's it.
Welcome to my table. And
Is there food on the table?
oh yes,
And this entire time after I've had a seat, I'm ritually casting low-key detect poison because we've been poisoned before, and I do
Okay.
that before every meal now.
okay. He's kind of chuckling a little bit. He notices it. There's no poison.
Okay, I'm just letting you know he does this before every meal now.
Okay. All right. And last but not least, he's like, and you, sir.
He says, I am Harlan. We're of the authority of Nimblewrights.
Yes, I'll just produce my document. Our hand
looks at
sigil
it.
and everything.
All right. Yeah. That's why I invited you, of course.
Of course.
All official.
I would like to
Definitely.
insight check him.
Okay. Give me an insight.
Yeah,
Can I do that too with the eye thing?
I should have guidance myself, but that's fine. I still did really well. I got a 19.
Okay.
It's my first
that's
insightful
19
character.
for Wendell. Lamont, go ahead.
It's either investigation or perception, so I got to do perception.
No, if
It's
you want to see if
insight.
he's telling the truth, it has to be insight.
Insight.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
-1.
Okay.
-1.
Wendell with a 19 and Lamont with an 8. He is the most honest person you have
Oh,
ever met. That
no.
face
He's
is
really good liar. I'm worried now.
He is the most honest. Like there is not a hint of deceit in his
Mhm.
face. So, what questions do you have about my Nimblewrights?
We've been sent by the Tower of Hands to look at a rogue Nimblewright
Right.
that has caused some trouble. And, if this... He'll gesture to his gadget, which I'm sure is bouncing between the two Nimblewrights back and forth.
No, it's bouncing at all four. So it's like
Yeah.
you see it pointing at both and then back behind you towards the other two boats. So it's just going everywhere.
Mm-hmm. See, this is, our Nimblewright detector. Of course, we're investigating and inspecting all Nimblewrights to see if they are indeed the rogue one we are searching for. And your ships are
these are-
pinging off the charts, and so we wanted to make sure there wasn't any stowaway Nimblewrights. you see.
Anyone that knows the Sea Maidens Fair knows we have our attractions. I mean, the Nimblewrights wow everyone in these little
Yes.
backwaters.
And we heard the fair is going to be performing soon, so we're trying to handle this rogue situation before, your first performance date. We'd hate to
I appreciate
inconvenience.
that. I appreciate that. Well, these are attractions and nothing more. So I don't think you have anything to worry about. My guys, they're great.
None of these Nimblewrights in your employ have, dare I say, committed murder, and I glance at all of them to see if any of them flinch.
They look like they're powered down.
Okay.
Like it's just literally
Ew.
don't move. And he's like, well, I can't speak for them before I got them, of course, but
Of course.
since I have them now, they've been
How long have
great
you
members.
had these Nimblewrights, Captain?
Oh, maybe about a year now, maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, got him from a wizard said he was from Wild Mountain, and I was on Dark Toe, and you know how those pirates are. They enjoy everything, but they always threaten to steal your ship. It's pirates.
Wizards
What
of
are you gonna do?
Wildmount. I've heard that some these wizards can make quite a good contraption. Nimblewrights, excellent Nimblewright makers.
Oh yeah, these work great.
And now, why they all look like Nim almost exactly makes a lot more sense to Wendell, as he came from a Wildmount, if I recall correctly. Yep,
Yes.
about a year or so ago.
I wouldn't worry about them. These guys are perfectly harmless. They're great. They just do what you tell them to do. That's it.
Yes.
Sometimes they take your instructions literally, but I mean, as long as you stay on top of it, make sure you know exactly what they're supposed to do. It's fine. It's fine.
Of course. And again, that's not Wendell, that's me. Of course, we only have issue with this one that's gone rogue, you could say.
All right. Well,
Only they're perfectly amenable creatures.
I mean, it's not my guys. My Nimblewrights are right here.
When did you come into port, might I ask?
Oh, we just arrived on the tide last night.
Last
Had to
night.
wait for a berth. I haven't unloaded the eye catcher yet, but I'm not in a rush. My boys and I, we're just kind of hanging out.
Of course. And the airship crashed night before last or last night?
Night before.
Night
because-
Yeah,
before?
night
Okay.
before.
Good.
Yeah.
Wendell feels a little bit better about it then.
So, you come to Amon often? Every year, right? For the festival?
I roll in when we can. I mean, we hit all the port towns, Damali, Dark Toe, some of the other islands, we even stopped by Stillben, but that place was a dump. I don't want to go back there again.
So you probably notice in Amon if other people have Nimblewrights, right?
What do you mean?
Anybody stand out to you and that you know or recognize in Amon that has a Nimblewright?
I don't know what you're asking. I don't go and ask, like, I don't go up to people and say, hey, you own a Nimblewright?
No,
Come
but
watch
you
my show.
Oh, you don't go to the right meetings?
You're good at
no, but
meetings.
you go into the city, right? Have you seen other Nimblewrights?
Nah, I don't think I've ever seen any others, but I mean, I'm here about entertaining. I'm a performer. We do our thing, celebrate a little bit on the after show, little after party go, and then a couple of nights we're out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. Do I look like I care about politics, other
Insight-
people's things?
Insight check.
Okay.
He seemed honest, but now he's talking politics and
Sure.
can't trust politics.
All right, go ahead. Anyone else that wants to roll, go ahead.
Can
Yeah.
I talk to Hal really quick?
Also, sure,
better.
in my head.
I'm rolling
Yeah.
so good on my insight check.
Woo!
20.
Natural 20.
Oh, I got a 21.
I also
Okay.
got a 21.
All right. I will roll again. I won't keep his last roll. I'll give you guys a chance. All right. Anyone else roll?
Sure. 9.
Okay. Wendell,
Yes.
Harlan, still probably the most honest person you have ever met.
Now that I know he's not interested in politics, I can trust him.
Everything.
Howell,
Yeah.
you notice something. He hasn't really told you any lies, but he's toying with you guys. He's having a lot of fun. And then you start putting a couple other things together. And I will message you this.
I think we can take him, Hal.
Mentally, telepathically go. Take him.
Mhm.
I just shake my head. Just
No,
Oh.
I'll rush him. The
No.
bots are powered down. And we go outside and we murder all the good-looking guys.
Dude, you wouldn't happen to recall the name of the wizard you purchased your Nimblewrights from? Actually, very.
No, not really. It really wasn't something that really comes together. I don't, it was just sort of like a trade. I had some dancing monkeys that they throw a bit more poo than they should, and I needed something a little cleaner for. I mean, Sea Maiden's fair and shit just doesn't work for people, but
No, definitely not.
yeah. So I traded
Is
the
your group
monkeys.
performing tomorrow night by any chance?
Well, we got to find the location and get everything organized. I'm not
Awesome.
sure.
I'd love to attend the fair once it's up and running.
We'll have some announcements going out. So yeah, it'd be great. So let's just eat up and have a good time. All right. All this talking is just making me hungry and thirsty. He claps his hands, and more of the ridiculously attractive men come in and start
Losing
pouring
my
drinks and
appetite
providing
at a
food.
second.
And as everyone eats and drinks, and Hal's face gets very serious, we'll call it there
Oh no!
for the
Hal.
week.
She's like, stop ending on cliffhangers.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, but I didn't think anyone would have roll high enough to figure it out. So you rolled a nat 20.
Well, I did. So
Well,
got
I
it.
did.
So
now I have to
thank
figure
you,
out what to do.
thank
Just
you,
tell Wendell
everyone.
all your problems.
No.
So this was fun. I was hoping they would go see Zardoz because this could be fun and entertaining depending upon how it went. And plus we got a new section of the town. I really wanted them to go over
Yeah.
for it. So I know next week will be exciting for sure.
We're gonna have a lovely dinner, and Wendell's gonna go on a date. It's gonna be great.
Or you'll actually find what you're looking for. And
What? No, this
I
guy's
don't
on the
know.
up and up. I'm sure.
yeah. Okay. So that's great. So thank you. Let's go around and talk to everyone and see what they thought about the night. Because I know I had a good time. I need to have a good time. It's been a long day today. So, and my dog's pulling my headphones out. Thank you, puppy. All right. So let's go around and start with Mr. Lamont Quinlan. What did you think about tonight? Tell us who you are and where we can find you.
I had a great time. I really like the relationship between Lamont and Hal. It's very funny, and Lamont's gonna figure this thing out. Also, Wendell and Harlan's subterfuge was great, and Wendell is a creep. Just period. Also, I was digging around in the sides of my chair here, and I found a tiny pump action shotgun. Look at this. It even goes like this. I'm at producer Trav. This week on WebDM, we're going to talk about Gestalt characters, and I don't know what the hell that means. So I'm going to find out with you guys. And I'm going to go, we're going to play tomorrow night, play some D&D tomorrow night. And then, hey, Friday, over on Account of Roleplay, instead of Dread, we're going to play some aliens, and they are going to raid Area 51, and it is going to be bonkers, boys and girls, because I'm just going to open up a can of crazy on that one. So check that out, and thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow night.
All right. Yeah, more aliens. Always about the aliens. And I'm really enjoying the relationship, the burgeoning relationship of Hal and Lamont, and how Lamont can just bring all the forward motion of the show to a screeching halt.
Yeah.
For just a little bit of character development.
I brought the show to a terrible full stop.
I love it. No, I could stop you if I needed to, but I like that. It's a lot of fun. And speaking of bringing everything to a screeching halt and the look on her face when she figured something out, let's check in with Hal.
Hi, I'm Nugatosaurus. I play Hal, the shifter fighter, and I rolled shit all night except for the one time that it mattered. God, I'm so excited for next week. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with this new bit of information. Yeah, we'll see, because Hal has to assess some things. But no, my favorite part was, I don't know. I can't pinpoint one specific part. All of tonight was pretty on point for us, I think, and I wish this was an everyday stream instead of every Monday.
I agree.
Yeah. No, if you're good, go ahead.
No. You have something else to say. Go ahead, please.
No. Nope, go ahead. I'm done.
All right. Nugasaurus rocks. That's basically what she's trying to say.
Sure.
All
We're taking
right.
the show daily. Every day.
Exactly. We're going daily from here on out. That's not the announcement.
Big news.
No.
And speaking of news that we just can't handle, terrible segue. Lamont. I'm not Lamont. Harlan. There we go. I can't say anything tonight. I got
Yes?
totally thrown off there. Harlan, Flip Cloak. Say something to get me out of this.
Yes, I'm D20 Coup de Grace. You can find me doing some Twitch things. I play a lot of Kerbal Space Program. You can watch me crash into some planets. Let's see. My favorite part of the game was probably when Lafont said, what was it? Wait, I died in the baby pits. I just thought that was hilarious. Thanks everyone for watching, and see you in the next one, guys. It's gonna be great.
All right, that was a good part. That had me laughing. I'm so happy that Lamont died in the baby pits. And I just kept thinking rubber baby buggy bumpers the whole time. That just popped in my head. But I'm going to go ahead and give my goodbye here as we're being rated by role players. As we say goodnight, I'm Deception Check. I'm the DM of this Madhouse. I also play on Tuesdays with Miss Ravenloft, and I play on Fridays when we do Aliens once a month. But I have the benefit, the pleasure of being these fine players DM on Monday nights, and I'm having so much fun with these guys. They definitely do everything I think they're not going to do when I don't need them to do it, and that's what makes it great. Favorite part tonight really was the info dump with Hal and Lamont. I liked that. I love how the insights we're getting with Hal, especially where we're going in a couple weeks. It's just a torture Hal time. This is so much fun. So
you keep threatening that, and I don't like it.
Oh yeah,
Just stop.
Yeah. No,
It's
good.
It's Nuggetosaurus characters backstory month.
Yes, it is. It is. It's great. Monday and Tuesday night, we put Nuggetosaurus through the ringer and watch her be emotionally wrecked each and every episode.
Wait till I'm done with Violet. She'll be a
Oh gosh.
Great.
All three games.
Exactly.
Great.
So I will go ahead and pass it on to the webmaster of our channel, the leader of our lives, Laugh Love Lindy.
Awesome. My favorite Lamont line, before I forget this, was when we were talking about, how you shouldn't let people go down there. She's like, yeah, since I heard about that pleasure room, and Lamont said, oh yeah, where I got fisted? That was because the leader's name was the Brass Fist, and he got charmed, and yeah, that was my favorite line. I also liked how the twin sisters made Hal very uncomfortable and kept making very suggestive comments towards Harlan and Lamont being together. It was just that was great, and just also Hal saying she was in love with someone else, and Wendell is like, I know, it's me. That was just fun. And
That's
finally
the big
getting to
one.
use my line, if that's what all the ladies say, when I was informed that my name was Amel.
That was good too.
So yeah, those are all my favorite moments. A lot of good dialogue we had tonight between everybody. And Harlan just handing a random sailor 50 gold. Like, yes, show me your Nimblewrights. That was Money Talks. But yeah, you can find us here every Monday for more of these shenanigans. Next week, we will have Igor back with us as well. He will have dumped off our stuff at the inn by then, I'm sure. I'm sure everything will be just fine and dandy and nothing will go awry. You can find us tomorrow night, same time, from 9 to 11 Eastern, for Mists of Ravenloft, where we're kind of going through a really spooky haunted house type thing that's very heavily involved in Nuggetosaurus' character's other character's backstory. And it's very good. It's an old Dragon Magazine module, which I've edited, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. Stay tuned for when we're gonna announce our next Teenagers from Outer Space and Aliens, because that'll be coming up pretty soon here, because it's almost October already, because that's insane. Just follow me on Twitter if you want to see what I'm doing on other streams because it's a lot. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys are amazing and awesome, and we will be back next week for more shenanigans. Thank you and goodbye.